Hi and welcome to another Smurpy video, and today I am looking at MP36 Megatron, and it's been a long time coming. I started collecting MPs probably 3 years ago, and right at the beginning I was like, well, where's Megatron? And they had the MP5 and he was massive, and he worked with MP1 I guess, but he looked awful. And we had MP10, which is pretty much perfect for Optimus Prime, but where's his counterpart? So 36 MPs down the line, sorry, not 36, 26 MPs down the line, we finally get this guy, the shiny beacon of Decepticon destruction. And the box is familiar with those who collect MPs over the years. Quite straightforward. There's the top, there is the side, there is the back, which is actually quite cool. I can't remember that if that's on any others. That's pretty cool. This is the actual size. And these are pretty much proof shots, which we've seen before on many different forums, where the build up to the figure's release. And the other side's the same, and the bottom has the accessories. So let's get this bad boy open. So here he is, free of his box prison, and wow, you know, I pretty much, I like the picture seeing him, and I'm loving how he looks. The detail is phenomenal on this figure already. He's got some beautiful head sculpts. He comes with this, with his cannon, which you expect him to come with, which is, oh, it's just perfect. The one thing I would say, just straight out of the bat, what is with the massive legs? He's got legs right up to his ass. I think this is the only bit that truly bugs me. I like that he's got similar legs to Shockwave, you know, in the kind of how they look, but they are so long, it's almost a little bit too long. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but looking at him, that's the bit that stands out the most, that the legs are just a tad bit long. But other than that, his proportions are perfect. I love his proportions. I'm worried he's gonna fall. Don't fall. Just to confirm, I have no intentions to transform this figure today. I would like to do that, but seeing, I don't know whether they would pretend, but there were a few horror stories which absolutely scare the crap out of me. So as much as I want to do transformations and show you the AUG mode, because I like showing you the full package, I'm not going to do that. And I'm sure there's other reviews that are showing that side of it as well. So I'm going to concentrate on just the robot mode, and I'm sorry if I'm disappointing you, but I just don't want to risk it. And if I bought this figure new, unless I was confident that everything was going to go smooth, I wouldn't transform him either. It's just, maybe later down the line, I mean, I didn't transform Optimus Prime for a long time. Maybe down the line, maybe I'll feel a bit more comfortable, I'll watch some reviews, and then I'll transform him. But for now, I just can't do it. So tell me how you feel about the horror stories that have been shared on Facebook, etc. People perhaps just being a little bit rough, I don't know. Or not putting things in correctly. These, you know, you don't want to spend 140 quid on a figure for that to happen. It's a lot of money. And if it's your error, you can't exactly go back to the manufacturer and say, look, I made a mistake, can I have a new one? It's not going to happen, I don't think. So why risk it? So here is the coin, and it's quite nice. Slips in there. Come on, slip out. And that is really nice. You know what irritates me is they stopped doing these, and now they're back, and you don't get them with like the likes of like Ramjet, etc., or Frost, which is frustrating. If you're a collector, you like to collect them all. You like to have all of them. You know, instead we have half-hearted, oh, this time we're going to release a coin. Oh, this time we're going to give you a little weird statue that we don't care about because we want what we had, which is coins. Don't get me wrong, I like the statues. I'm not going to do anything with them. I've got an Optimus Primal. Why do I need a statue of Optimus Primal? Do you get what I mean? So the coins, it's nice to have them back, but I'm kind of done with coins. I'm not going to collect them anymore. It comes with the usual MP36 card, which is nice as always. And I've got to admit, I do like how the instruction booklets are coming out. They, you know, instead of the whole folding out things, although it would have been nice to have them in colour, but I like how this is working out. There we go. There we go. Although I do miss the bit where on the back it had like all the different Megatrons from the G1 to now. I would have liked that. I thought that was quite cool, but hey ho. We have what we are given. So the first accessory we are going to have a look at is the somebody must have been watching Star Wars, because this is what this always reminded me of, a lightsaber. But this is absolutely beautiful. It has some nice detail on it. I can't remember seeing detail in the movie. That one what probably a couple minutes where it's actually used to cut into Optimus's side, but it's nice to have it. And as a fan, they are throwing this out the park in terms of the accessories we get from the movie. They are what I think every fan wants at the end of the day. They want this so they can reenact that one scene which every kid remembers from 1986. So the first accessory is fantastic, and this actually comes off. So, which is quite cool. It's got some nice little detail in there. There we go. Let's move on. Next on the accessory list is this. And I think it was from the episode with Talk, where it's got Bill Gates in it. Oh, it's not really Bill Gates. It's multi-million Apple designer. Hey, bring me a beer. I don't drink beer. Right, sorry, that was bad. This is actually quite a nice thought. Not in a million years I would have thought that they would add this as an accessory, but it's, you know, it's a nice little G1 touch to say, hey, I did this in one episode. I wore a helmet and I commanded a fleet of oil tankers. But it looks quite nice on them. They're going to use it, but it looks nice. It's a nice, well thought out design, and, you know, it gives something back to the fans. Maybe there's a fan out there who wants him in this position, you know, running the world via oil or tankers, I don't know, or, you know, he just wants to take control of everything. But yeah, nice touch. Thank you, Takara. Another well thought out thing to give us the key to Victor Sigma, and by the feel of it, it feels like die cast, which is quite cool, and it's got some really nice detail in it. There was a little key to Victor Sigma thing that came out years ago with one of the masterpieces. I think it was an Optimus Prime exclusive. I never got it, so it's quite cool to get this. There's I'll try and put it with Megs so you can see it. See what, I don't know. He's going to try and change the Earth into Cybertron. Bring on the Stunticons, I say. To be honest with you, I'm sure there are better ways to put this. I just couldn't really figure it out. I have the key, people! The key to Victor Sigma! Yeah, it's one of those accessories, once again, I'm never going to use, but hey, if you always wanted a key to Victor Sigma, here it is. Maybe we'll actually get Victor Sigma with another MP in the future. You know, it would be cool if we got combiners in the future, so, you know, let's see what happens. Next up on the accessories front is Megatron's mace, which appeared in the second episode where he fights Optimus Prime on Sherman Dam. I will put him and Optimus together before I finish the review, but I've got to say, you know, it's quite nice. It was a 1 episode wonder as far as I'm concerned. It, you know, it never did anything else. So there's 2 parts to this. So you get this where it's kind of like dangling, it's kind of like cool. And then you get the second version, which is probably more for posing. And I'm so glad that they've got this one that you can kind of move, because I was thinking when I first saw this, how are you going to get it where you've got him and Optimus with the axe kind of fighting? I mean, everybody wants that perfect pose when they've got the 2 figures together. So I'm glad that we get this, and it's quite nice. It's translucent, and I think it looks awesome. The next accessory is his gun from the iconic scene where this must have fallen out of a Decepticon's hand on the battlefield. It kind of actually looks like him, just in purple form. And here, you know, as far as I'm concerned, this was kind of like a 3-piece still. So I thought I'll put on the head sculpt, which is absolutely amazing. You know, the only bit that I kind of, it's not really a gripe. I shouldn't gripe about this. But this section in the scene, this is pretty badly damaged, and you can clearly see it. So if they, you know, I mean, I haven't transformed this guy, so I don't know if this is actually detachable. But if you could have got something to go over it that was all cracked and stuff, I think that would have just made that extra, you know, just that final extra mile in my eyes. The dented up chest is absolutely beautiful. Just look at that detail. You know, stunning. How much effort they've gone into making this Megatron the perfect masterpiece. So the next accessories aren't really accessories now. We've got the last 2 faces, the different head sculpts to show you. But before we do that, I'm just gonna do this. It's not brilliant, but it's kind of hard to try and get him into the cup hand position where he's smashing into Megatron's skull, because, well, it's just difficult. So he looks like he's having a party, and, well, he looks like he's boogieing underneath, so boogie away. And the moment that Hot Rod MP knew he had messed up with Megatron, because it led to Optimus Prime getting blasted to hell, and then it was over for him, for Megatron. And this dude became the leader of the Autobots, so that worked out swimmingly from him. Betrayal! Betrayal! It was all a plan! And he just fell asleep in season 3. Yeah, let's not talk about that season. Very disappointed. But then this dude returned! And he became the leader again. But this dude was still there. Sorry, Hot Rod lovers. I do like Hot Rod. I loved him in the movie. I just didn't like his, you know, it was just stupid. You know. But it made sense because we made a whole load of kids cry. And, you know, we got a whole load of new toys, which was awesome. Who doesn't like Transformers? And with the other head, Megatron, you really shouldn't gloat just before the end, because this dude will come up with his cupped hands and destroy you, leaving Starscream to take over your reign, which he always wanted to do by chucking out a shuttle, creating an even more powerful, insane Commander Galvatron. Oh man, I really need to dust that. Right, let's move on. And just so you know, this is what's behind the head, mechanical thing, which in the movie when he gets stripped, you kind of see this face behind it. So here's the final head. As you can see, it's quite easy to slip in and out. Same as this. This just slips. Sorry, this just slips up and down. But yeah, I quite like this head. Just a, hey, I'm in charge. You cannot mess with me. I'm the leader. In terms of size comparison, these two size up quite nicely together, except for, once again, you can see the legs play a real big part in Megatron. He is actually, I think, maybe it's just the way I've got him stand, slightly bigger. But he fits nicely next to his counterpart Nemesis, which is what everybody wanted. So here's the kind of thing you can do with this. You can have this like this, and you can have Optimus coming down with his axe. You know, of course, it was only 1 episode, but it's 1 episode that every G fan remembers. So if you got it, do it. and it looks awesome. And the moment you realise you intervened in the greatest fight ever and got your boss killed. But that's okay, because you became the leader of the Autobots, and nobody ever said anything to you, and you got away with it completely. God, mutiny at its best. Nobody ever saw Hot Rod coming. So the final accessories are mainly the part for when he's a gun, but you can also do stuff with this in robot mode. Once again, I'm not going to risk it. I've seen some of the horror stories of putting these things together. This getting damaged, bits being broken. It scares me. So I'm not going to try it, and I'm really sorry for that. I know there probably will be reviewers that will do that, so you know, there's still ways of seeing it, etc., seeing how it looks all put together. I just don't want to risk it, so I am sorry. So in terms of accessories, we've been quite spoiled. I think key to Victor Sigma, the head controlling for torque, the mace, the two-part mace, because you can have it just swinging below him, the lightsaber, the dented chest, the 3 extra heads, so you can choose whichever head you want, the gun from the movie, and you get this so you can have him flying sort of thing, or you can set up a gun mode. So it's quite good, quite cool. I think it's worth it. I think they've given back to the fans, which is really good. Takara, really good, really impressive, and these look absolutely beautiful. I mean, the detail on these items are really well thought out. So well done, Takara. And here he is next to his Decepticons, and it looks really good like this. I think I'm only missing Frost, and I think we've got Dirge coming out. So sorry about the shakiness. I'm up a ladder. And hold still. So I think from this point of view, he has been missing for a long time, but I'm glad that it's taken this long to get him, because then you know that they've done it right. So what are your thoughts on Megatron? Is he the true MP that we wanted? Is he a disaster? Other than the legs, I think he's perfect. Like I said, scared to change him, which is not what you want when you've paid a lot of money for him. But I'm really happy with him. Let me know your thoughts. Take care, and always embrace the geekiness. Have a good day, night. Take care.